right, fool? Shit. Let it be known then. Circle
I don't
tight.
know how he got his name.
I like those names like that, like Seven Seas. Another one I like is Eye Opener, or like there was one that just made me.
There's a lot of names like that now,
Yeah.
like the even like a Fed Up.
Fed Up, yeah.
What's some other names? Fed Up.
Fed Up's
My
fucking
homeboy
super
Down
dope.
Four. He's like
Down
Down
Four.
Four. You know what I'm saying?
I like names like
Or yeah, there's a lot of names like that.
the one that really made me laugh though. The first time I saw it, 'cause I was like, that's fucking funny, but it's cool. It's cool, but it just made me laugh. It was the letter I, and then it was the letter H. So IH, and then numeral 8. So IH8, and then a 50. I was like, what the fuck is that? And I looked at it, I was like, I hate 50. I was like, god damn. I was like, that's fucking dope. It just made me laugh because I was looking at it like, what is it? Oh, I get it.
Oh, well, what's that other for? Pemex and 3 a.m.
Yeah, 3
Or
a.m.
it's 3 a.m. right? And like, I mean,
One sec was in my crew. You know, it's just one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
1 sec. You know, I was like,
1 second or something.
yeah, 1 sec. Yeah, I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, man. I you know what? I started off writing. I used to write new. That was like one of the first names that I wrote. That like, what was the first name I wrote? I wrote some other little dumb names
New.
or whatever come to the time. And it was new, but it was 3 letters. So then I would write newer, but and then the W was like in the middle. So I started to like that style of this 5 letters, so to speak.
Yeah.
Just because of how it played out.
Balanced.
And then I was like, I like that name, but I don't like that name. And so I went to changing it. My name kind of comes from my initials, so to speak.
Yeah.
Actually, I was being a biter from fucking a local legend and shit. You know what I mean? They say that full Psalm's name is like, it's really his. It's S.M.
Sure.
And that was his initials. So I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. So I tried to make my own play on it.
Yeah.
And I didn't like fucking Al, so I was like, or AOL, you know what I mean? It didn't really create a word. It created, you know what I mean? Yeah, well, Perv used to write Aloe back in the day.
Oh, okay.
So,
Damn.
but it ended up coming to, it was either like Alto or Also. But Also was tighter because I made an acronym for it, and it was like really, it was my initials, but then it transformed into Always Leaving Suckers Offended.
I like that.
That's
dope.
and then if I add the E, I can make it 5 letters, and it's Always Leaving Suckers Offended every day.
I love that.
So, they might not realize it, but
I always thought. I mean, a lot of writers do it, but it's the one with the R, the oneer. I always thought the oneer was always just so extra when you add that to the name. I'm blah blah one-er. It's like,
well, you know the difference of that?
I actually don't. I don't know there was a difference.
So-
I thought it was just another add-on.
Okay, so, in graffiti, we do fucking tend to exaggerate, you know what I'm saying? So, like, E isn't supposed to be on fucking
Sure.
the end of my name or something,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
E's
So,
O's and H.
if it said, okay, let's take your name, for example. So, if it was Black One, then that would just mean you're Black One. You're the only black. And then, like, if you were Black Oneer, that would mean you were, like, solo.
Yeah, no, that I knew.
Okay.
I knew the solo thing, but I forgot. Oh, okay, yeah, that's what one-er. One-er
Yeah,
means you're
yeah,
just
like I'm a
solo dolo.
oneer. Yeah, you know what I'm
Solo
saying?
dolo.
And
No crew.
No crew, you know what I'm
Gotcha.
saying?
Yeah,
But then
yeah.
when you say I'm Black One, or that tends to say, well, I'm the only one. If anybody else tries to write black, you can write black too.
Yeah, yeah.
If you even let them do that, so to speak.
I write
you know.
Black Sheep 1, just because I know there is no Black Sheep. So
Right.
Black 57 is the name, but the full unabbreviated first and last name, Black Sheep 1.
right. What we got? And then, so, I mean, man, the Graff game's crazy.
Yeah, I
the
didn't know
Graff
that.
names,
I didn't
all
know
types
that.
of names. I've changed my name, and then I'll write just different names just because I'm bored. I'll be like, I'm gonna go hit this up for a little while, and people be like, who's that? Or
I'm
me
doing
and the
that.
homie writing the same name.
Oh, yeah.
Me and the homie writing the same name, and nobody knows who the fuck it is.
I heard there was a cat named Merc way back in the day who was doing that, like 4 or 5 people writing Merc, but they were all like friends.
Are they from GB? You talking about Merc from GB?
No, MERK, I think. MERK.
Okay, yeah, I think so. MERK,
Yeah.
MERC, which
Yeah.
I think he was a GB head.
Really?
I believe so. But
It
I
was
mean,
back in the day a little bit.
there's a lot of names that a lot of like toy writers
Sure.
tend to fucking use. You know what I mean?
Dozer.
Yeah, Dozer, Damo, fucking
Chaos.
Acer, Chaos.
Acid.
So,
What you write? Acid oneer.
right, and you're like, huh?
Word.
So, the names that stand out, and now it's like a band name, right? There's so many bands that have this one word name.
Yeah.
Like how many words can there really be to, that you pick as that describes you or whatever it is. So that's why I think these new entendres are double entendres of this like feta down for, and then they're doing the wordplay with the numbers, or they're mixing it all up and shit. So
that's fun. It's fun to see. I like those names though. I like good when I see them. I'm like, that's cool. It just shows another level of creativity. You know, it's like they're writing, they're being like writers, but at the same time they're creative in picking and crafting a name.
What if you did DMT and you come out in fucking Street Kings, like the Oculus game, and you're just like, whoa, and like and you're painting this fucking wall all of a sudden, but you just got like Fantastic Four, Mr. Fantastic arms, where you're just like
I'd be
catching this and doing.
I would be painting from a higher realm of reality, so I'd be like painting from a four-dimensional perspective, painting with three-dimensional shit. I'd be like, I can't even comprehend what that looks like.
I'm not. And when you first started, I was like, okay.
Nope.
This fool lost me.
I don't even get it, but I get it.
Hey, sometimes you're supposed to be doing those pieces like where the building's abandoned and the window's there, but from some angle you can catch all the way through it, and then you move to the side, you're like, oh shit.
With like optical illusion shit. I love that shit. It's next level though. It's like hard to match colors to that degree of spray paint. You got to really pick your colors out specific as fuck.
Yeah, it is hard. I have one that I've been slacking on finishing, but I did the shark in that alley on the trash bin.
Oh yeah, the three-dimensional.
Yeah, it's like that wall's bent.
Mm-hmm. I want to go back there and do some more stuff.
Oh, we got that actually. We can go over there.
I was actually just thinking because Worth was hitting me up about getting a different spot to paint other than the wheel. And I was like,
Well, I'm telling you about the wall I just told you about.
Yeah.
Probably within the next few weeks, I'll be able to have a good, definite answer and a green light.
Sweet, yeah.
And you know what I mean? Like I said, we could do a jam.
Yeah,
anybody who's not a toy, who could really paint, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying it, you know what I mean? You might think you got it, and you might have it, but you might think you got it, and you're still in like phase 3.
Somebody get that printed on a T-shirt. You might think you got it, and you have it, but if you don't...
Right. Also close, but yet so far. The hip hop shit. Okay, we're gonna.
The hip hop shit. Oh man, all the time, like growing up here. Shit.
Well, man, but forget that. Hold on. See what people don't know. See, earlier he said it. You know what I mean? He goes, when we talk artists, or when I said that, and then he's like, well, a lot of people don't realize. Well, I am an artist too, but I'm talking about visual artists. The homie, he got a little bit of
rap. Yeah.
He got some boom bap behind him and shit.
A lot. I grew up on it, like I dressed
top three hip hop rappers.
Rappers like MCs, or just like vocalist, MC, rapper, hip hop. Rap.
A lot of people don't really know that there is some distinction between all of that, rappers, MC, and all of that. But just as an overall,
just overall. All right, I'm gonna
in the lyrical realm.
So the way I'm gonna break it down is overall, I'm gonna look at business, icon, lyrics, performance.
Okay.
And like person.
Okay.
Human.
And that's what's gonna. Those are the 5 categories that make you come up with the answer. Got you.
So first is Tupac for sure.
Okay.
Just because of icon, lyrics, performance,
absolutely,
him being a fucking human being, what he was trying to say, all of that.
Yeah, his influence of
all
just
that. And the other one, immediately after him, I would say ODB, because the same exact reasonings, just because who he was as a person, his lyrics, his style, his performance, just fucking incredible. Like, there has not been another Tupac, and there has not been another ODB anywhere.
No, most definitely not. I think there were some fools talking about like, oh well, Tupac's raps. When you kind of think about it, like they couldn't compare with today's raps or whatever they were saying in some aspect of things. Man, he was poetry. It wasn't like he wasn't rhyming. He wasn't doing like this whatever the heck, or this extra word plays, but they were so like
He was,
you
though.
could feel it.
But he was though. That's the crazy thing about it is if you have one of his lyrics, like I
Or maybe I said it wrong.
well no you're on point with it, but there's like it's like hidden. There's like a hidden gem of a lot of his stuff that I didn't realize till recently. Like I study a lot of lyric writing, a lot of writing. How do they write their lyrics and what rhyme schemes are they using? How many rhyme words are they using? They're using A B C D A B C D A B A B, C
Gotcha.
D C D, all these different rhyme schemes. And a normal Tupac song that you've probably heard 1,000 times, you don't catch how fucking dense lyrically, like rhyme words, rhyme schemes. We're talking just technical rhyming. He's like hitting like the internals like a motherfucker, hitting the outside like a motherfucker. But when you hear him, he just he just sounds so smooth. You're like, what the fuck? You miss it,
Right?
Because you're focused on what he's saying. I didn't get that till like a couple months ago. I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like I was like, because I never did that to his shit. I just always like, oh yeah, what he's saying is important.
Yeah.
But then I broke it down as an MC. I was like, oh shit.
No, that fool spits it.
Other than those two, maybe KRS or Rakim. KRS or Rakim.
I like KRS One. I used to bump his album over and over, but his voice over time just kind of like
Preachy. A bit
yeah. No, I'm number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Yeah.
But
because one thing the kids don't know, he just
right.
very preachy.
Yeah, he just it's just his voice, just like Jay-Z to me. Like I can't, like I'm like, all right, I know you're dope, but like I can't listen to you all day.
Yeah, I can't listen to Jay-Z all day. I mean, like as far as like, I don't listen to those three rappers like how like they're not in my constant rotation at all.
Right.
Like who I listen to right now, like specifically.
Who's in the tape deck right now when you press play?
Freddie Gibbs.
Gotcha.
For fucking sure, because that guy is a fucking artist, like a motherfucker. Like I didn't think I'd like him because of what he talks about, but other than that, like that's his fucking life. He's gonna talk about his life.
Yeah.
But like his style is so fucking good. I was like, holy shit! I got addicted to listening to his style of rap. So definitely Gibbs.
Yeah, my little brother used to bump that fool all the time, so he turned me on to him and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Dope as fuck. I was so surprised. I was like, fuck, man, I love this shit. Who else? I like Action Bronson. I think Action Bronson's super dope.
Action Bronson.
Bronson's fucking dope.
What about this fool right now, Baby Tron?
I haven't heard too many Baby Tron. I'm not too on the most latest cats
Right.
out. You know what I mean?
I think the avenue is or
Detroit, Michigan, new fucking scam rap, trap music.
Scam rap? That's a genre now?
Scammer.
Yeah.
Scam
Yeah,
rap?
Baby Tron's hard, bro. He's next up, honestly.
I might have to give him
did he get the 5 mics or what was he in the XL magazine?
Oh,
He
shit.
got
Serious?
double XL.
Double
Shit.
XL.
He got a billboard and that big ass electronic billboard in New York. He
So
got
he's
that
doing
for
it
his
then.
newest album.
Yeah.
He's doing it then. Yeah.
You know what? His voice is a little bit like, all right, dog. But if you listen to him,
He got punchlines.
yeah, he's got punchline. You're like, oh,
That's hard to do.
And this one, like, he'll changes the
Kendrick
beat,
too.
changing the beat.
There's a song he got where he changes the beat 21 times, bro.
That's funny.
and then
And it's hard though. Like it don't sound like shit.
No, that's dope.
Everlast is tight.
I've heard guys doing that. Like I've heard songs where guys do lots of switch ups on songs. Like I've heard that, but that's just it's dope that he made that shit. Just like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just make the best version of that. That's dope.
Like what it reminds me of is like when you're watching album previews on the TV and it runs through all the songs hella quick.
Yeah,
That's what that shit kind of.
Yeah, 'cause
he's
they're
running on it. He's just
they're just like about
yeah.
like 2 or 3 bars, like or
Per beat.
2 to like 8 bars maybe, right? And then he'll change it up.
Then he
and go.
switches the beat up.
But he actually does a lot of songs over freestyle beats.
Yeah.
You know what that
that's
is?
dope. Yeah. I love
Like,
freestyle beats. Yeah.
Detroit, fucking
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Chicago. It's really
Shit,
Chicago.
breakdancing music.
I love that. Man.
I mean, it isn't? Because I mean, I don't want to break dance the Diamond Girl.
Shit, I
You know
would.
what I mean? I mean, I will. I mean, the song's tight. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You try putting it on in the ride and shit, cruising down the street by yourself and shit. You're just like,
vibe. It's a
Vibe.
vibe.
Shit, I
Man.
would.
It's a vibe. Yeah.
hey, the homies posted me. What was that song? Press a button. Is that an iPhone?
Yeah, it's iPhone. Yeah. Just it's all good. Oh yeah. That'd be dope. But no, yeah, I think I think who I would say the best are at this present moment, like for me that I bump, yeah, Action, Gibbs, and Kendrick is dope as fuck.
Fuck with Freddie Gibbs.
Freddie Gibbs,
Half man, half cocaine.
half man, half cocaine. Yeah, Gangsta Gibbs. That shit is gangsta though. It's hella dope. But I take influence from all them cats. Like, they all have something to bring to the art form, man. And I've been rapping as long as I've been writing graffiti, but I don't.
Oh, you're a rapper now, huh?
Well, I've been rapping as long as I've been doing graffiti. So, like, that doesn't mean I was good at it. You know?
Right.
You know, but I've been doing it for so long that I have gathered a good amount of good shit. So I know what good songs
Hey, the
I
homie
have,
goes,
you know?
Hey, what's this about? You know what? What this is about, homie? We got Black 57, local artists, badass artists, right here, man. We're getting in the mind of what he's about his art, where it started at, influencers, you know, what his journey has been, and then we're just trying to take it off course and you know, get in the mind of it. We talked about some DMT. You know, how the homie was like shaman things up, you know, spiritual guide person, you know what I mean? 1-800 Black Sheep. And he's just a well-rounded artist. And little did we know, fun fact about Black, he could rap, you know what I mean? He's an MC. So we were talking about some MC stuff. So that's where we're kind of at on track here. I'm getting to the part where I'm going to tell him to bust a freestyle and shit. You know what I mean?
That's a part of, like, MC and rapping. Like, MCing and rapping, I've seen both, you know, and, like, they are different, very different. Because I've seen cats rap. I've seen cats get up on stage and rap. And then I've seen cats get up on stage and fucking MC. And this shit is a world of difference. And, like, I strive to my fucking hardest being MC, man. But, you know, it takes a lot to do that, you know.
Yeah, because sometimes the MC might not actually be able to capture the crowd.
Well, it's
only capture the hip hop hits.
Well,
and you know, where the rapper kind of has like some of this cadence, some hey, like okay, trying to bring in the crowd, so to speak. You know, I mean, there's a different function for different, you know, different folks for different strokes for different folks. But
I think, I would just flip the definitions. I would just say, like, the person who does capture the crowd, that person who's engaging the crowd correctly, making it a party. You know what I'm saying? Making people have a good time.
All right, hey, Jerm, that's gonna fucking go back off. That went back on in 2 seconds. I'm gonna get it back and running. But they can still get us over there. My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, I would just say the people that are making or allowing everybody to have a good time and have fun, those are the MCs. The rappers, the guys.
It's still recording. It just froze last time.
Like the hip hop heads only like that rap shit, and like I did for a long time until I realized that's not. I wouldn't personally say that correct use of that medium. I think you do it. You should make everybody have a good time, or bring everybody on board so that they do have a good time. You know what I mean? Like, you make it a party.
I mean, but you go see 2Max, and you go see Bus Driver 2Max. You go see. I mean, shout out to Slug. You know what I mean? Atmosphere and shit. Like
huge influences.
You go out and see those full show. It might not exactly be the same way you go and see DMX.
Sure.
You know, rest in peace, DMX. You know what I mean?
Some
like,
live shit, yeah.
I would have loved to went to a DMX show. We were bumping DMX just earlier. I would have won.
DMX is a fucking
beast.
Crowd controller.
That's what I say. A master of ceremony. He was a master of the ceremony. An MC. He's an MC.
Yeah.
See, like that. Those people, I would consider those people MCs. People who give the crowd a good fucking time and not leave like they just watch somebody recite their shit. You know what I mean? Like if you walk up
that's why I've seen so many shows like
that's
that.
a rapper to me. Like somebody who goes there, recites their shit.
It ain't just the same set you're doing. You're gonna go there every stop. You're gonna pull up and do something different.
Personal, make it personal.
Yeah.
You know, like really be there. You know, like be there with your fans, be there with your crowd. Yeah, get in it, have a good time. Not be a walk up there and recite your song and then leave. You know, that's a rapper to me. MC, someone gets up there and gives the people a good time.
Hey, well, shout out to my boy Days right there. Last year we went to the Benny the Butcher at the Brooklyn Bowl.
How was that?
And honestly, you know, the homie's like, hey, you know Benny the Butcher? And I'm like, yeah. You know, and he's like, oh, well, I got some tickets. You want to roll? And I'm like, yeah, let's roll. I knew of him, and I couldn't have said, oh, that was his song or whatnot. You know what I mean? So I winged it to the homie and shit. But like, let's roll. Man, that show was dope. Homie killed it. Homie, he fucking. For me, I got like honestly, I got a Ghostface Killer, Wu-Tang kind of vibe from him.
Totally.
You know what I mean? He's rapping about little different, but at the same time, he's still rapping that hood shit. He's still.
Totally.
It's just a new time. It's just a new era of hood shit that they're rapping about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the same shit that they're rapping about, but the way his wordplay was and shit he was saying. I'm telling this homie, he's putting me on a Babytron. I'm like, homie, listen to Benny. Excuse me, sorry, I keep burping. And you know what I mean? And we start listening to it, we're bumping both, but like, that feels dope, man.
Yeah,
I would think hands down right now, like he's probably like in the top
That's dope.
of fools that are in this time right now.
Who is it that just dropped the record with like a bunch of fucking people on it? West Side Gun?
He's part of Griselda,
Yeah.
right? West Side Gunner, right?
Yeah, West Side Gun. Yeah, that dude's fucking dope too.
Right.
Yeah, like this.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love that shit. Just fucking, I don't know. It's a flavor. You know what I mean?
Hey, that
Like-
fool had not Life is Beautiful, but there's another show, music or some. I think there's another show that they actually had right here. Some other festival, anyways. But he performed
Loud?
there. I think it's Rolling Loud.
Rolling
Yeah.
Loud.
He performed there, and he had the Vegas Knights jersey, and it said 187. 187. I said West Side
crazy.
Gunner. I was like, damn,
That's
that's
dope.
a sick ass
That's
jersey
dope.
right there.
Did he get? Was he an MC? Like, was he out?
I
Did you see
wasn't
him out
there. The homie was, everybody's got
Yeah.
the story and
Sure,
shit.
sure.
Huh?
That was at Day in Vegas.
A Day in Vegas. That's what that was.
Yeah, that shit was sick.
Oh, you went to that one, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's dope.
yeah, that shit is
I've
that
heard,
feels dope, dog.
I've heard him on a lot of remixes of. There's this guy I listen to called Cookin' Soul, and Cookin' Soul he just takes like tons of verses, rips them up off their beats, and then puts his own shit on it, his own beats. I hear all these cats I would have normally never listened or heard of from through him.
Yeah.
Or I'm just listening to him. Like, oh, who the fuck is this? This is badass. And
You got Spotify?
No, I just only listen to YouTube music only.
Okay, so
like,
that's your platform for music and shit.
I listen to a lot of. I've been listening to a lot of jungle rave recently, and a lot of like
Jungle drum and bass.
drum and
It's my
bass.
shit.
Oh, hella hyped and shit.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's
A lot
mellow,
of
though.
breaks and fucking
Yeah.
morph sounds. And
Yeah,
fucking-
vaporwave here and there too.
like the dudes, the vocals and shit. Yeah.
It's like it's dope. I don't know why. I just
Well, I mean, that's like the breaks, all those things that you're talking about. That's like the homie Alfred Floor Rock. Shout out to him. He was giving us a lesson on breakdancing, and that's where the word term comes from, because he's a break dancer. It's on the
Breaks
break,
beats,
and,
yeah.
and where those breaks are is kind of the beat where we're trying to land. You know what I mean?
Totally.
As an artist, trying to make his verse land into those type of breaks
The
and
cadence,
whatnot. You know what I mean?
yeah.
The cadence of things. So that's how we break dance, and the cadence of those things. Dun, dun,
it's
dun,
a
dun.
thing, man. Like if you're not like I said, I've been rapping for a while, and like for a long time, I didn't understand the structure of a song or the structure of a verse.
Okay.
But like it's a really specific art form that you can play with these certain parameters. These certain rules exist in them.
Who wants to hear Black drop a?
You are a toy!